So you're looking to make a move to the Spring Hill, Brooksville area and you think you might want new construction, but you don't know about the communities. Well guys, today I'm going to break down for you the 5 new home communities that you need to know about if you're moving to the Spring Hill, Brooksville area. Now there are a lot of choices out there for new construction. Pretty much every time I drive to the office, it seems like I'm passing another community that's popping up somewhere, and they're all great options and offering great incentives. But I do think there are some that stand out above the crowd, either for the incentives and quality that they're offering, for the level of luxuriousness, or for the community that they're being built in with the amenities that it offers. So I want to bring to you today 5 that are my favorites. I think you're going to love them. So grab your notebook, grab your popcorn, and let's dive into the video and take a look at them. Okay guys, so let's start here by diving into the map and showing you where the first community is in relation to everything else around here. So I'm going to start off by taking you into Caldera. And Caldera is very, very close to the heart of Spring Hill. It's over by Sterling Hill, off of Sterling Hill Boulevard. So it's a fantastic location, and it's right down the bottom here. You'll see it circled. So this is actually Sterling Hill all up in here. And the best part about this, aside from the location being close to the schools, and you have Powell Middle School here, you have the best K through 8 school right here, is that it's close to the Suncoast Expressway as well. So as I zoom out a little bit here, you will see that the Suncoast Expressway is what's going to go all the way down to Tampa. So essentially you're about 2 miles away from that off of exit 41. And then you go just straight shot south, it's the toll road, and you can be at Tampa Airport in around about 40 minutes. So wonderful location. And like I said, very, very central to everything. It's close to schools, close to restaurants, close to bars. It's close to Publix. The closest Publix is just right in here. And of course, Caldera's down here, so you would go up Elgin Boulevard. It's close to Target, Kohl's. Rookies is a really good sports bar. There's also some restaurants in this strip mall in here. There's a really, really good Italian restaurant and a good hibachi place in here. So definitely some conveniences and amenities right on the doorstep. And then taking a look at what they are offering currently, as far as properties go, there's 2 builders in there that I want to draw your attention to. First one is Homes by West Bay. These are actually a builder out of Tampa. So they've been a very, very renowned builder in the Tampa area for a while. And this is their first time building in Hernando County. So it's really, really exciting. They're bringing kind of a touch of luxury to Hernando County that's maybe been missing. And in my opinion, they're filling a niche in the market for homes that are luxurious between $500,000 and $800,000. So really, really great. I was just over there at the weekend, took some people in. They're signing up today. We actually got them $50,000 worth of incentives from the builder back to them. So they're delighted about that. You can see here they're going to be building pickleball courts. They're going to have a community pool, kids play area. So the sorts of things you would normally find in these new communities, dog walks, trail walks, and stuff like that as well. So great location, great amenities, and the price point is right as well. So they're building between $450,000 and $1 million. You would really struggle to spend $1 million in there. That would really be very aggressively on the high end. But let's just take a look real quick at some of what they have here. So they're building their Inspiration series, which is on a 60-foot lot. And is it gonna, yeah. So these are the floor plans. So they actually have a couple of models in there. They have the Hyde Park model, and they also have the Bayshore 2 model. So it's this one and this one. Both stunning models, and if you want to, you can watch the video where I do a walkthrough of these. We'll be sure to put the link down below so you can get a full tour of these properties, but both gorgeous in their own right. I'm really a sucker for this Bayshore one just because of the flexibility of the living space, the size of it, bedrooms, bathrooms, and just the general aesthetic of it. But obviously what you're seeing here really is the base pricing. So they do have upgrades that most people are going to add to the property, even though they come very well stocked to even begin with. Let's just take a dive in and take a look at this Bayshore 2 real quick. So this is what I love about it, is this ceiling in here, and then they also have this gorgeous upstairs entertaining space as well. It's like a cinema room, theater room, game room. Again, you can watch the whole video walkthrough of that one. So Caldera, Homes by West Bay, very luxurious high-end builder. You can see here the HOA fee, the CDD fee, and then the community highlights here. But again, super excited to be taking so many people over there and showing homes in there. Really looks good. Now, at the time of this video being made, at the middle of February, they're offering 6% of the purchase price if you use their preferred lender, which you can take off the price of the house. You can use it for closing costs. You can use it to buy down the interest rate, whatever you want to do. But it's a really great offer. It's one of the strongest offers out there in the marketplace at the moment, and for one of the better builders in the area. Okay guys, Ross Hardy from the Hardy team at RE/MAX. And as you probably know by now, I'm a real estate agent locally, and I've been selling homes in the Spring Hill, Brooksville area for 20 years now, helping hundreds of families every single year, just like you, make their dream move come true. So whether you're 9 days or 99 days away, there's never a bad time to start doing research or asking questions. You can reach out to us in a number of ways. You can call us or text us on the phone number below. We love hearing from you guys. You can send us an email, or you can set up a Zoom call, or you can even leave a comment below. While we're talking about comments, be sure to let me know which your favorite community is of all of these, and be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you can learn about some of the other videos we're making, such as the best luxurious home communities, the pros and cons of living in certain areas, new home tours, and deep dive into certain communities. That's all I'm going to talk about for now. Let's get right back to the video. And then moving over to Pulte. So Pulte are a national builder. Some of you guys probably have Pulte in your local marketplaces already. They're offering great incentives as well. So you can see for their preferred lender, they're offering as low as 4.25 interest rates. That's if you move in quickly. Now, obviously this date will be gone by the time that the video comes out here, but they do have some quick move-in properties here. You can see the starting price on these properties is significantly lower than the homes by West Bay, but then they are not as customizable and they're not as higher end of a builder. Homes by West Bay are not a custom builder, but they're very customizable. Pulte a little bit less so. So basically you have the base price of the home with Pulte, then you choose the home site, which gives you the total estimated price. Then you have the options price. So they kind of stack and package the options together. So you can choose like 1, 2, or 3 as far as levels go, very similar to that. So it's a little bit more generic, but at a much keener price point for a lot of people. So I'm just looking here, their Williston model, which again, you can do a walkthrough. I've done the video on that before. Again, I'll put it in the link down below. That's a 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 2-car garage home, 2,586 square foot. The base price on that currently is $369,990. So very competitive. Bang for buck, it's as good as anything out there at the moment, which is why I wanted to include it as well. These are 40-foot home sites, so smaller than the homes by West Bay home sites, but they're typically smaller homes as well. But their least expensive home in there is their Dalen model, which is 1,580 square foot. It's still 4 bedrooms, 2 bath. Base price is actually $300,000 on that one. So very competitive for new build, especially when you can get the lower interest rate and the concessions right in the heart of Spring Hill, in a community that has a bunch of amenities coming. Again, super excited about Caldera. I love showing homes in there. I've been over there a lot recently. It's very popular for just about everybody because of the wide expanse of price points that they have in there. Okay, so from there, we're going to dive back into the map again, and we're going to go over to what is actually at the moment my favorite community, and that's Southern Hills Plantation. So this is actually in Brooksville off of US 41. So it's in this area here. Again, you can see it's pretty much the same. It's just north of Tampa by about 45 miles. It's going to take a little bit longer to get to Tampa because you have to navigate your way down Powell Road to the Suncoast Parkway to get on the toll road. You can go down US 41, but to be honest with you, that's going to be really a bear because there's traffic lights all the way. It's not the best way to be taking. You're really going to want to go across Powell Road to the Suncoast Parkway and go down the toll road. So I live in downtown Brooksville, which is here. Southern Hills Plantation is actually up in here. For me to get to Tampa Airport, it's about 55 minutes. So it's probably about 45 minutes from here to get down to Tampa Airport. And again, if we zoom in here, you can see that there's a couple of things around here. Your nearest store is going to be the Publix at Brooksville Square, which is right in here. There's also Applebee's breakfast station. But really where it comes alive is in downtown Brooksville. So again, Taste of New Orleans is a great New Orleans Cajun style restaurant. Luigi's Pizza of Brooksville has been around for decades. Florida Cracker, you cannot miss Florida Cracker if you're in downtown Brooksville. Florida Cracker Kitchen for breakfast and lunch. They have the Tap Room, which has a bunch of local craft beers, wood-fired pizza, and then the Cook Shack, which is kind of Southern comfort food. Chop Block Grill is a really great steakhouse. They get all of their meats locally. And then Coney Island Drive-In, which is just a local iconic place where Elvis apparently ate back in the day. So all of those things there are about 7 or 8 minutes away from Southern Hills. Now, if you're a golfer, then you might have heard of Pete Dye. Pete Dye designed the course at Southern Hills. So when it was opened in 2006, it was actually the hardest golf course in the state of Florida by slope rating. He also designed Sawgrass, where you might have seen the 17th Island holes, very, very famous. But the amenities here really are second to none. They have the resort style pool. They have 4 Hartrue tennis courts, pickleball courts. They have the golf course, of course. They have the clubhouse and community center restaurant with gorgeous views here. These pictures do not do the views justice. The restaurant serves great food. The golf course is the best in the area for sure. I love playing out there when I get an opportunity, albeit that it's very humbling to do so. But Southern Hills Plantation is a golfer's paradise. And be sure to check out the video that I did about the Southern Hills community tour, where I go into the gym, the pool area, the tiki bar, the tennis courts, the clubhouse, go out on the golf course a little bit and just show you around the community. And when we're talking about new homes in Southern Hills, these are custom homes. So they do have some inventory models, but they are without a doubt a custom home community. So they have 4 or 5 builders in there. And I want to mention the 3 that I love working with in there. The first one is Perry Homes. Now, Perry Homes are building probably my favorite model of all of them at the moment. Again, you can watch the video on that. People love it. They go nuts for it. The inventory model on that Perry home that they have, which is the one from the video, is 874,900. Now these are 80-foot lots, so bigger lots. This one's 3,368 square foot. But again, you'll see the sort of level of finish that they're putting into these. I love the extra tool kitchen cabinets. I love the 2-tone cabinetry. I love the beam work they have here. Plenty of natural light. This is a game room off to the back here. So Perry Homes are a very, very high-end custom builder out of Texas. This is the first time they're building in Florida anywhere, and they have just absolutely taken people by storm. They're selling a bunch of these homes because they're high-end luxury at a relatively affordable price compared to most of Tampa Bay. So Perry Homes is the first one. Like I said, be sure to check out my video on them. I think you'll enjoy looking at that. Second one is the Vitale Homes. Again, they're building all over Spring Hill and Brooksville, but Southern Hills is the area that you should check out for them. I'll also put that video down there. And then third is Arthur Ruttenberg Homes. They've been building in Southern Hills for a little bit longer. Again, check out the video. You can see my walkthrough on there. But again, they're building all sorts of different styles of homes in there, ranging from 2,646 square foot all the way up to 3,573 square foot. They've been synonymous with high-end luxury in the Hernando County market now for the better part of 20 years. If you mention Arthur Ruttenberg, everybody knows what sort of quality they bring to the table, what sort of home they build. There is no question that they are one of the highest end, most luxurious and most reputable builders in the area. So if you're in the market for something, I would say in the 650 to, they go all the way up to 2.5 million, but 650 to $1 million plus. Southern Hills really would be the area I would look at. It's the area where my wife said it's the only place she would leave our house in downtown Brooksville for, is in Southern Hills. It's close to downtown Brooksville, so you can take in all of the charm of the walkable downtown, the historic nature of it all, take advantage of the stores, the restaurants, and everything that it has to offer. You're still close to Spring Hill if you need to go into there for anything. Still only about 4 or 5 miles away from the Suncoast Parkway, as far as being able to gain access to Tampa and go south to there. And then you're only about 15 miles in from the Gulf of Mexico. So if you want to go down to Hernando Beach, rent boats or anything, you can certainly do that. It's not out of the way there either. So location-wise, this is why we ended up in downtown Brooksville ourselves. Brooksville for me is perfect. It's close to I-75 if you want to go north or south. So Southern Hills Plantation is going to be community number 2 for new builds that I want you guys to know about. Now, number 3 on the map is going to be Waterford. This is a D.R. Horton community. It's built off of State Road 50, right by HCA Hospital. So it's actually tucked away back here on the map. Let me just draw a quick line around it here. It's all back in here. So if you want to be close to the hospitals, if you want to be close to State Road 50, it's also close to US 19 as well. That's going to be a great location for you. So if you come out of the community, State Road 50 is the road you will be on. If you take that east, you're going to get to the Suncoast Parkway, the 589, which is the toll road, south to Tampa. Super easy access there. It's also close to US 19. There's a whole bunch of stores and restaurants here. Weeki Wachee Springs State Park, you may have heard before, is where the live mermaids are. It's also a water park, but the mermaid shows are really a showstopper and a crowd pleaser. Definitely recommend you take those in at some point. And it's also right by the Gulf of Mexico, so a little bit closer to that if that's where you want to be. Now, as far as restaurants go, you have your usual suspects on here. You have a lot of the national generic chain restaurants. Fujiyama is a hibachi place that's worth checking out. There's also a So Fresh and a Sprouts back here, which I absolutely love. And there's a really good Thai restaurant in here where Hobby Lobby is. So if you're looking for something that's not chain restaurants, you can definitely go check those out. Those are really, really cool. And then Prime 88 is a very, very high-end steakhouse, comparable to just about anything in Tampa. So again, location-wise, it's going to be really, really appealing to a lot of people because of its proximity to just about everything. Now, as far as the homes go in Waterford, they are in phase 2 at the moment. They're almost sold out in there, but they are about 3 months away from breaking ground on phase 3, and that's going to contain 128 new home sites in there. But their Waterford traditional series homes start from $321,900 and they go up in price from there. But D.R. Horton, again, national builder, the chances are you've heard of them. Very, very competitive as far as bang for buck goes. Let me just take a dive in here and show you a couple of these properties here. Again, you know what you're going to get with D.R. Horton. It's somewhat customizable. They're certainly not a custom builder. Their build quality is better than average, and they are very, very competitive on pricing, as well as giving great incentives to the buyer as far as closing cost concessions go, buying down interest rates, anything of that nature. And again, you can see in here what the community center is going to look like when they finish building that out. Very similar style to Caldera with the pool. The courts over here, there's going to be a dog run and stuff, and then kids play area. So again, nothing groundbreaking as far as what they're offering. Amenity wise, those are pretty standard for communities in Florida. But because of the location of it, because of the fact that it is going into another phase, they're going to be offering great incentives when they're doing that. I did want to include this in here. Again, you can see starting from 322 all the way up here. The Coral model is their larger home, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,756 square foot, starting at just about $400,000. So plenty of choices as far as sizes of property go, plenty of choices across different price points, all the way from 322 up into the the 400s. You can see 436 is where these ones are starting here. So definitely check out Waterford if you're looking for a new home that's on the affordable side, but offering great incentives, close to the major roads. That's going to be a great option for you. Now, taking a zoom out, I'm going to show you 2 communities now, which are really just starting to kind of break ground, I guess, for want of a better term. There's really not much going on with them at the moment. But there certainly will be over the next couple of years. And it's really amazing to see what is going on in Spring Hill, Brooksville, Florida at the moment, and Weeki Wachee. So over here is Burrasa Boulevard. And this is the entranceway to a brand new lagoon community built by Metro Places. Now, Metro are a builder who build these man-made lagoons in their communities. Now, if you haven't seen these before, you really have to take a look at them. I have a video with one of the ones, look at this, over at Epperson. I'll put some of the footage over here now so you can see it, but they're basically between 7 and 13 acre man-made lagoons where they have all sorts of inflatables, all sorts of cool stuff to play on. You can go kayaking in them. They have bars, they're zero entry, they have man-made beaches. This community as well is gonna have the tot lot, the dog park. They have whole community Wi-Fi in there. They're really, really next level as far as what they present for amenities. I mean, it's literally like a vacation destination resort. And there's 3 builders that are going to be going into Sandal Key. The first one is Lennar. So Lennar, again, national builder. They're building the 55 plus community part of that community. So if you're looking for something, you're a senior and you're maybe retiring, you want a 55 plus community, Lennar is going to take care of you there. DR Horton are also building in there. Again, I just mentioned those in the one before. Don't even have the pricing available on those yet, but again, they are going to be building in there. And then KB Homes are going to be the third builder that are building in there. Again, they don't even have pricing on that yet. They're literally just breaking ground on these things. So the information is very, very new, except for that we know it's going to be a lagoon community. They're going to have a whole bunch of the amenities out there. We went out there and drove around in the little dune buggies, taking a look out there where they're putting some of the first lots in. It's really, really exciting because we don't have anything that offers that lagoon style living in Hernando County at the moment. And people are really kind of drawn to that because of its uniqueness. And if you have kids especially, like what an incredible place to go to when they're at home and in the holidays. It's like you can avoid going on vacation by going to that place. So definitely check out the community there if you're looking for something with basically the newest of the new amenities. So Sandal Key, again, you can see it here north of Woodland Waters on State Road 50. Only thing with it is it's a little bit further out the way. So if you're going to be going to Tampa, you are going to have to go basically up US 19 across State Road 50 to go down 589. So probably the best part of an hour to an hour and 15 minutes to get to Tampa. So definitely a little bit more of a hike. And there are one or two stores up here in the Glen Lakes Plaza where there's a Publix and some restaurants and stuff. But certainly as you go further north, there's really not a whole bunch until you get up to the area just before 98 here. Then you start getting into a little bit more civilization. But this area in here in Royal Highlands is very much in the process of being built out. So not a whole bunch of amenities, shops, restaurants, anything like that. Still a lot of vacant land out there, although I'm sure it will be built on pretty quickly. And you can, of course, go south to get some of the other benefits from being on US 19 here, albeit against a little bit more of a hike. So awesome amenities with the lagoon community, whole community Wi-Fi, kids play areas, so on and so forth. It's really, really close to some great schools there. However, it's a little bit more remote, a little bit more out in the sticks. And then the final one I want to do is really ultra high end, but I have to mention it because it's such a phenomenal community. There was a golf course locally called World Woods. It was really, really cool. Phil Mickelson played there one time in a made-for-TV contest. Great golf course. And basically over the course of time, it was let go and went into kind of rack and ruin and really went downhill. Someone's come in and they've really regenerated that golf course. And it's been totally rebranded. The golf course is totally brand new. And it's now in as Cabot Citrus Farms. Now you can see here just from the pictures of the golf course, what sort of level of golf course we're looking at. It's something that's comparable to probably Streamsong. Round of golf there's like $400, so it's a little rich for my blood. I wish I could play there, but it is the talk of the golf world at the moment. If you've read golf magazines, watched Golf Channel, looking for the hottest new destinations, you're gonna have come across Cabot Citrus Farms. It's absolutely phenomenal. And it's literally in Brooksville. So like the option to have that on your doorstep is kind of very surreal, to be honest with you. Even compared to Southern Hills, it's, you know, people who I know that have played both courses say Cabot is just a different level up. And they do have in there real estate. Now, this is going to be a whole different price point because they're really going for a different market. There's a couple of different options in there, but the 2-bedroom cottages start at 1.675 million. The 4-bedroom cottages start at 2.9 million. But it's really set up that it can be a vacation rental living type situation because you do have kind of concierge service while you're there. Again, they're just really breaking ground on these. They're going to be super luxurious. Obviously not a huge market for that. It's going to be very different, and there's not very many of them either. You can see where they are here, but it's a really great option for certain people. You have resort access, you know, here's your owner liaison that can set up room requirements, tea times, dining reservations, off-site excursions. So it's very much like that vacation feel to it. But for super hardcore golf enthusiasts or for people that are looking at the best of the best, Cabot Citrus Farms might be an option for you. So I did want to include it just because people are kind of a buzz about it a little bit locally. I realize it's not going to be of interest to most people, But for those of you that are interested, reach out to us. We can give you the information on that community as well, and take you in there, show you around a little bit. And Cabot Citrus Farms, just so you know, let's put it on the map here, is right up north in Brooksville here. So almost into Citrus County, and Cabot Citrus Farms is going to be north of Brooksville here. So I'm here in downtown Brooksville. You're basically going to take 98 all the way out, almost to where it meets with the 589, and that's going to be where it is. So definitely not close to much, maybe a little bit closer to the stuff over here by Sugar Mill Woods on 98 and 19. You know, probably about a 15, 16, 17 minute drive from downtown Brooksville if you want to enjoy what's going on there. Definitely a little bit remote. You know, it's close to the 589, so you can get south to Tampa. So for that purpose, it's not so bad, but it's definitely not as accessible as some of the other communities that we've been taking a look at here. All right, guys, so hopefully that gives you a rundown of these new home communities. Really enjoyed talking you through them. Be sure to reach out to us, of course, for the latest in builder incentives, for price incentives. Like I said, I just got $50,000 incentives for one of my customers over the weekend here. We've been able to negotiate some great interest rates. So we were with a builder, they were advertising 5.25. We managed to negotiate them down to 4.99 with their preferred lender. So always reach out to us. We work with these builders every single day. We love taking people over there and making introductions, telling you what is a great deal, where in that community might be a good lot, what sort of upgrades you might want to invest in. You know, if you let us know what you're looking for, we can kind of give you an apples to apples comparison on communities, tell us what your price point is, what you're looking for. But we're really new home specialists, so we're dialed in on this as far as new construction goes. So hopefully you've enjoyed that tour and it was, like I said, useful to you. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for the 5 new home communities that you need to know about if you're looking in the Spring Hill, Brooksville area. Hope you found that useful. Like I said, be sure to comment below. Let me know what your favorite one was. I would love to hear from you guys. And just a reminder that you can reach out to us at the contact information below. We love hearing from people like you. We have people calling nearly every single day saying, hey, I was watching your YouTube videos and I wanted to reach out and set up a home tour, or whatever it might be, asking questions about certain neighborhoods, certain things. So ask any questions you have. We're a resource for you. We want to make sure that we're useful and available to you if you have any questions to answer. And finally, just a shout out for our other video where we talk about the 5 most luxurious home builds in the Spring Hill, Brooksville area. That will be appearing up in the top corner here. Be sure to watch that one as well and let me know what you think on that. Till next time, guys, I'm Ross Hardy from the Hardy team. It's time to love where you live.